One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So,
he'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Fires to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Pulls and fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself. Ripping through the defense. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They'll try the run. Quick step and go. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him. In so many different ways, he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Harris back to pass. Throws to the back. They're working that left side. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. He'll try to tack on one more.
Yeah, it's a nice job by the receiver. He knows he's got a fade. He's got one-on-one coverage on the outside. Throw it up, QB. I will go up and get it, make sure I'm in bounds, make a play. That fade route is hard to defend.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run the sneak for it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8. A 3rd down try for the offense. Harris will throw. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Jukes his way for more. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Looking deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Takes a hit as he fired. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Harris back to pass. Got his man. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fights off a defender. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Now they moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the option. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to the flats. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The screen, he's got wheels. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The give to the tailback. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. He might want another play. Harris will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Long incompletions are okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front. Nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job on the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
At the 35, he's loose. Wide open space. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Jukes his way for more. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Off the play fake. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Harris back to pass. He's got his man across the middle. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Lofts one high and deep. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Second and goal for the offense.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Defense going all in to stop the run. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Touchdown Tide! And the punishment has been extended. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Right on the money. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Harris will throw. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Gives it on the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Quarterback making adjustments. Gets the back moving. Harris back to pass. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll leave it with him. Plows through, just dismissing tackles. Turning it on. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Gets it out quickly. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And the Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Gets it to the back. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's open on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. The give from the gun. Shakes off the defender. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bama! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
There he goes. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
52, Georgia Tech, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's LaBelle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Mahan. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a